So important that we just have a stop, have a watch, even if you're not finished 6A. So up here I'm just going to go through the examples, and then again towards the tail end of the lesson we'll have a look at the proof for the cosine rule. But it's when we have, again, a non-right angled triangle, and this is how we label the interior angles and their corresponding sides. So we use capital letters to label the angles. So if this is capital A, then the opposite side is going to be lowercase a, that's the unknown side. Okay? If this is angle B, then the opposite side is lowercase b, and if this is angle C, then the opposite side is lowercase c. Now, there's two ways we can use the formula. The first one here is for finding an unknown side. All right, you've noticed it's got the lowercase a expressed by itself over here. That's when we want to find a side. And then you've got this one here, that's when we want to find an angle. You can see we've got the capital A there by itself. We're trying to isolate an angle. Now, if you're looking at your notes, you'll see that both of them are expressed in three different ways, which is just completely redundant. You can just reduce it to both of these. And both of these are just rearrangements of each other. Okay, if you rearrange this one, you can get exactly that and the same. Okay, let's get into the example. So in question A here, we've got, we're told to find this angle. It wants us to find this angle. So that means we're going to be using this form of the cosine rule. And so let's label the triangle according to what we have here. So if this is angle A, it means this has to be side A. All right, that has to be side A. B and C are going to be the other sides, and it doesn't matter which one's B and C. It's not going to matter, it's a negligible. So that's B and that's C. And then we're just going to put all of the information into a statement here. We're going to have cos of A is equal to B squared plus C squared. So 19 squared plus 9 squared. And then take away the value of A squared. And that's divided by 2 times B times C. Okay, so you can calculate that. And then to get A by itself, we're just doing inverse cos, like we do in right angle trigonometry. Inverse cos of whatever this is when we've evaluated it. So, did you crunch that for me? 57.05. Thank you. Which will round to 57.1. Excellent. Okay, let's have a look at example B. Here we have an unknown side. It wants us to find this length, x. Okay, so let's label, anytime we're finding an unknown angle or an unknown side, just label them either capital A or lowercase a. All right, and that's going to help you deal with that formula there. So if this is A, then I've said B and C aren't really going to matter. But what we're going to have is A squared. Now A corresponds with x, so we're going to have x. Oh, let me write out the formula, and then we can b squared plus c squared get 2bc cos of A. So if this is side A, this is angle A, and these are B and C. So now let's input everything into this equation. We've got x here, x squared is going to equal 5 squared plus 7 squared, take 2 times 5 times 7 cos of 44. Okay, and then to get x by itself, this is x squared. To get x by itself, we just need to square root whatever this is when we evaluate it. Okay, again, our angles are in degrees here, so we need to make sure our calculator setting is in degrees. Have you done this one, Quinn?
4.86 units.
Thank you. Units. We don't have meters. Okay, so we use the cosine rule when we have problems involving 3 sides and 1 angle. Okay, if you look at this, here I have 1 unknown side, but I've got 2 other sides, and I've got 1 angle. So we've got a question involving 3 sides and 1 angle. Over here, we had 3 sides and 1 angle. We're trying to find the angle. So cosine rule when there's 3 sides and 1 angle involved in the problem. So give it a go, see if you can do a bit of both, finding sides, finding angles, and then at the end of the lesson we'll talk about a proof for it.